Hello and welcome. Q Sports Internet Day in Baraboo 22-5. This is the first, and the loser goes home. Now 2 out of 3 races to 4. Let's do a shootout.
George?
Hello.
Just look at it.
Yeah, Tyler wins the lag and gets to break first.
Watch that 2-ball. That was
Styer. Federer got here by the winner's side. He defeated Jeffrey Jantrit and Jesse Engel. That was quite a match with Jesse Engel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we've seen that on this table.
Tyler took a longer route. He's Dave Kaspersky, Jared. So
that's a pretty good win over him, though.
Yes,
He's been doing well defense.
Mason Cox, a good player too. And Tyrell has been playing very well. He just big second place finishes on some bar table events. He's scoring too.
Oh,
that's
pretty big too.
He's done some. He had some pretty big players in there.
Yeah, it's always good to see some younger players do well.
He is quite the kid. He's such a nice kid too. Tyrell is.
Okay, so yeah, after the break, open 1 ball with the 2 in front of the side. Not really much challenge here as the 5, 6, 7 on the same side and 8, 9, 10 on the other side.
And this young man right here has been doing everything he wants to do with pool, and he's done it very well. The only problem he's had with pool is he can't travel. So it's kept him off the international stage. But my, what a stage he's put on here in the U.S.
Well, there's always pros and cons. I mean, he took it the optimistic way, starting to look for other opportunities instead of being down and saying, well, I can't travel, my career is over. I think I actually appreciate that he'd done that.
Well, I look at it a different way. He says, okay, I can't travel to go play with the big boys. I'm going to rob everybody in the U.S.
Yeah, well,
there's always that.
Well, you're using the slang way to describe what I just said.
Well, yes.
Okay, so now is he going to go for the 8 in the side, or is he still going to be able to play it short?
I think he goes up, yes. He's going up.
Yeah, he's either going to have the 8 in the side or in the bottom left corner, so.
Travels less distance. And he'll probably just stop the cue ball right there and then get on the 10 from the 9.
Yeah, he already played a match on this table. Tyler has not played a match on this table yet, so we'll have to work a little harder to get comfortable.
That's not stopping the ball.
No.
He wanted to get perfect on this ball, so that leaves himself unmissable position, which is the best way to play under all circumstances, any and all circumstances. And wins the first game. Tyler breaks, Federer runs out. Not a good formula for success. All right, in the last 16, what other people do we have in the last 16? Well, there was 8 on the winner's side. And those were Filler, Capito, Henderson, Batsuda, Gorst, Alawaldi, Clark, and Martinez Boza. And then 8 came from the 1 loss side. John Lehman breaking the balls.
Yeah, a couple good matches going on. Jesse Engel managed to still qualify after he had that loss
at the brackets. Gerson I had as final 8.
Yeah, not too many surprises, I think, in the field, as in not qualifying for the last 16. Just maybe 1 or 2, like for the likes of John Mora, for example. Not expected him to not get to the last 16, but it happens, you know. Sometimes it goes your way and sometimes it doesn't.
He lost a tough one right here on the big stage.
Well, and what a draw too. Drawing Alex Kazakis on the loser side is, not really a gimme.
This young man right here has had his successes with the man he's facing. And he's also had his trials with the man he's facing. 767 Fargo versus an 838. Tyler being the 767. If you're into Fargo, some people are, some people aren't. We are here with Q Sports International and Predator, because Fargo does help us out quite a bit in Las Vegas and with these ranking systems. It's part of the Pro Billiard Series ranking. They rank their what they do in the events. They get points for their finishes in the events, and then they combine that with the Fargo score to get their final Pro Billiard Series rankings.
I'm not sure how much he can see of this floor.
He must be able to see what he needs to, because he didn't look too worried. Or is he worried now? Yeah, he doesn't look too worried about it.
Just expecting him to play a stop shot, and then he just drew it a little bit, and he's called this extension here, so maybe it turned out to be a little bit more difficult. Yeah. Can still play with that stun and then a hair of left spin to grab the ball a little bit more, make it on a tick. So you don't have to play much, just a hair.
Yeah, from here it looks like he's got everything he needs to do to get to the ball. Yeah, he's fine. He didn't come out enough. Now he's going to have to come over to the left and back again for the 7. He would have liked to come out a little further than that to just roll up for the 7. Tyler does a good job of, you know, pushing this ball over, powering this ball over. And Federer runs off from Tyler's break, and it looks like Tyler is going to return the favor and thank Federer for his break. Gives himself a good angle to come close to where the cue ball is now for the 9 ball. A little bit closer to the spot. He'd like to go to the foot spot there with the cue ball. I would be just trying to land the cue ball on the foot spot. Doesn't want to travel up too high after making the 9.
Yeah, still quite some distance though.
Yeah, that's why I'd be wanting. I'm surprised he didn't come down just one rail, straight at it.
Nothing he shouldn't be able to handle.
He's going to drag it though, isn't he? Yeah, he's going to. Oh,
the other side.
Around it. Yeah, that's nicer. That's a better stroke than having to drag it to the 9. And he does. They're tied at 1 as soon as this 10 ball drops. And the race to 4. Tyler wearing his jersey from Austria for the World Team Championships that him and Joey Tate and April Larson wore. That's the team that represented USA in the World Team Championships. Moscone Cup team member, Tyler.
Yeah, both sponsored by Jam Apparel.
Yes, well, and they both have their own line of clothing, yeah. Tyler is a Predator sponsored player, and this young man right here, Federer Gorst, that you saw on your camera, is a Q-Tech sponsored player. Both the future of this game. One is already making history, and this one working hard to. He's wearing my shoes.
George, where are your shoes?
Oh boy.
Oh, nice break.
Look
Perfect
at
shape
this.
on the 1, and well.
You think you'll get perfect shape on the 2 to come down for the 10?
To come down for the 10?
Yeah, to make the 10, the 2-10 combo.
No.
Don't think so?
No.
Let's see what he does. If he gets on the 2 for the 10, he can't miss it.
I understand, but the game is wide open.
And the position's pretty easy to get to.
Or at least I'm running out here.
Okay.
It's
Let's see what Tyler does.
Not trying to argue, but
No, we're not arguing. I'm wondering which he's going to do. And
gonna
it's an
play-
actual question.
play the 2 on the side, most likely. Like that. Make the 2, guaranteed to have the 4 on the side.
I thought because of the proximity of where everything laid, he might just hit that about 12 inches harder and be straight into the 10 with the 2. But he's choosing the run. And like you said, everything is out in the open. He might come down for the 6. After the 5, he's got to come up for the 6 and up, and then down, up for the 5 and down for the 6. Excuse me.
Striking the ball good so far.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
That's actually, Tyler does hit the balls good, real good. He has been victorious against Federer before.
Play the short side of the
9, you think so?
Oh, I'm not sure. I'm just wondering. He could go low left and go to the center of the table. There's plenty of room, but he could also just drop it in and play the 9.
He likes to go. Tyler likes this zigzag instead of going around the table. He prefers that. And this will give him 2 games in a row to take a 1-game lead over Federer Gorst. And just little things like what Federer just did there make Federer Gorst who he is. Got out of his chair to pass the balls to the referee. A lot of players don't do that. Couple of big matches that Federer has had just recently have not had nothing to do with 10 ball. He's had a couple matches that a lot of one pocket.
Yeah.
Kind of stuff that catches people's eyes, and it hasn't been for.
Oh, he's been scaring too many people off playing rotation.
He scares a lot. Breaking from the side, makes the 2 ball in the upper corner pocket, straight in on the 1. The 3 is open. The 5 won't go to the upper corner, but has everything else available.
And this is actually what really makes Tyler dangerous to play, because he usually breaks good. He's good. He has a good table break, but also from the rail. So if things are not going as he likes them to be, it's easy for him to switch around and try to find a spot on the table that works nicely. Like he can break from everywhere, like because his break technique is good. So for him, if the table break is not working, he can go to the side rail and break from there. It doesn't matter.
And he usually makes he gets to where his break works. He is actually very well known for his break, as you just said.
Yeah, and it's always tough to play a guy with a good break. That's in general, just in any game. The break is so important in this game.
The break in 10 ball is almost as important as the break in 9 ball.
Yeah. So might leave himself A little angle. I was expecting him to maybe leave a little angle to cross over to the other side of the 5. I think he's got a little.
I think he's got.
Maybe a small angle.
I think he's got enough to where if you place it to the left side of the pocket, he can come over for the 5 to the same pocket or to the side pocket.
Yeah, I think the 9 ball is in the way for the side pocket.
To the pocket across from the 9 on the bottom of your screen.
So, bottom corner pocket it is. Apparently was too straight for any of our options. This is a little tester though. Good thing is he can float the cue ball straight down for the 6 in the bottom left corner. If he does have an angle to the left side, he might have to play for the 6 in the side pocket. Nicely struck. Most likely to drop the 6 ball in. Just soft. Side pocket. Just go a little further. The 7 ball here. Nothing too difficult, but distance always makes things a little more difficult. A little more hard. Two rails towards the 8.
Cutting it close on the time clock. He was down to 3 beeps.
Yeah, some good stuff.
Yeah, he just parked that cue ball along the rail with a 9. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Gets him off the rail and closer to the 10 with that angle. Just a little follow, just as long as he gets by the side. Pretty obvious.
So Tyler Styer is on the hill.
What a start for the young man. They're both young men. I guess in the case of these two, I should say, what a start for the elder.
Yeah. Oh, he's the home crowd favorite, that's for sure here.
In Wisconsin? Yes, he is. He's from Oshkosh. Be big for him. Just this match is very big for him. There are quite a few arguments now that Federer may well be one of the top 3 players in the world. I don't think there's any argument about that. It's just about who is the best of the 3 or the 4. And, you know, it's possible in this tournament that if he can survive this match, that we might see 2 of them, Josh Filler and Federer Gorst, come head-to-head somewhere in the next, well, today or tomorrow, or tomorrow on Saturday.
Let's see if I can find out
Possibilities of that match?
Well, who the winner of this match is going to play.
Oh, okay.
That would be nice to know. So the winner of this match is up against Vitaly Patsua or Jesse Angle. So that could be Federer playing his buddy, his travel buddy.
Yes. That would be Patsura, for everyone out there who doesn't know.
Could also be 2 Americans in the quarterfinals. Tyler Styer and Jesse Angle. Yeah, on the top side of the draw, we have... Oh, no, I looked wrong. No, it's Badr Alawadi and Fracasso.
Okay.
So, I looked wrong. No. And then we got Joshua Filler playing Tyrell Blowers. And the winner of that match is playing Robbie Capito or Alex Kazakis. So that's a cracker too for in the quarterfinals.
Sure. Alex Kazaki is our defending champion. And there's another young man that's going to be playing here pretty quick that's in the final 16. You just saw him on your screen, just a little glimpse of him. Young man from Peru, Gerson Martinez Poza. The nickname of Bumpy.
So the only thing here is that 8-ball still.
The 8-ball by the 9. I don't think it goes by, so that was your concern?
Yeah.
Let's see how Tyler handles your concern. Where the 5-ball is, where the 7-ball is, I think he's okay to get there. So he gets good on the 5, you'll get good on the 7 for the 8. And he's just figuring it out right now.
To go to the short side,
sure.
you mean?
Yes. Or you might just go ahead and play it safe and go to the short side to play it for the corner or for the opposite corner. It's going to be hard to hold for the 7, so he's going to try to go into the 7. Now going into the 7 could bring the 10 into play.
Did underhit that. Didn't finish his stroke, and he might have pretty good shot still on the 7.
To the side.
Yeah.
Just follow it.
It looks like if he can make it with topspin, he goes straight to where he can either make the 8 in the side or in the top left corner.
I agree. It looks like he just floats that cue ball or follows that ball right by the side pocket to get straight in on the 8.
The only thing though, he needs to punch this a little bit, and if he touches any of the points of the side pocket, then that ball is not going to go. So this looks a lot easier than it is. He decided not to do that much, but
this might go. This might go.
Well, then, different reality.
If it doesn't go past the 9, I think, well, he could play safe, but I think he banks it. To the straight back.
It looks like he's aiming to make it past the 9, so
this looks like it goes.
No arguments here. Yeah, went easily by, so great start from Tyler Styer.
Wow.
How many break runs are? I think 2 or 3 to finish this set. I think 2.
2. Tim is helping me with my scorekeeping. I usually circle my little X's when the player wins a game. I circle it to remind me for later that they broke and ran and I failed to.
Yeah, he's gonna win the first set here. Such a great start from Tyler Styer. Has been struggling for a couple of years, but doesn't look like it over here. So he takes the first set, and we'll go for a short little break to continue with set number 2. We'll be right back.
And we are back. Hope you enjoyed our little commercial. And try to bring you back. First place for this event, since we're down to the final 16. Oh, wait a minute. We have some nice shots here for you. These are featured shots.
Yeah, that was the opening rack you just seen, the one ball that Federer made. And besides that,
well,
it was all Tyler Styer.
Well, that's all we saw in the first rack was Tyler broke, Federer ran out. And then Tyler came with 4 racks in a row. 2 of them breaking runs.
Yeah, especially that was a tough shot. Like I said, the one to make it just in the side he made it look easy. He even made it look easy to steal a set from Federer Gorst. I mean, that's not something you do easily. So we're currently waiting for the 2 players to get back to the arena. Here we see the venue with the other Apex 9-foot Predator tables in the back. And the crowd. Some of the crowd. See in the back there's more matches going on. See Badr Alawadi on the right. Vitaly Patsura also, and Gerson.
See some of the women practicing. There's Brittany Bryant. What else we have there? There's a Gerson. Is that him way out there? No, that's
Robbie Capito and Alex Kazakis.
You know, I just noted Gerson's left-handed. I never noticed that.
That could be. I have not watched him to detail yet.
I just saw him shooting, and I've watched him a bit. He shoots very, very, very well, and just noticed that he's left-handed. That usually doesn't escape me. That's why I'm kind of surprised. Federer did not win the lag, so he gets to break first in the second set, and in this game to open it.
Yeah, getting to break from the side rail. Let's see if he can duplicate what Tyler has been doing.
This is the final 16. 8 winners waited for 8 players from the 1-loss side to get drawn to see who they would play. The winners did not have to play each other. They would only play winners. Winners from the lost side.
A great break here, making 2 balls, just that 6 ball right in the way.
Federer won his 3 matches. Tyler had to win 5 matches to get to where he's at. Lost to Tyrell Blowers in his second match. Now Federer, 2 rail kicking this. Oh, he's pushing, excuse me. Let's see what Tyler does with this. Does he bank it?
He actually played an interesting speed there because he knew that he would have, if he had left it off the rail, then there would be different options for Tyler. Now he's taken a bunch of them away. I might give this back or the roll up on the 7. Bank the 1 ball real soft and then with inside
just
crawl.
keep it there.
But either way, you're not going to have a long distance, so the kick is not going to be super difficult. Like, you're most likely to have a nearby shot, so I wouldn't have risked it to play myself. So it's all Federer now. This is a pretty flat kick shot though, so it's really tough to get on the 3 ball from here. Expect him to play this with medium speed, at least something to get the cue ball down table if he doesn't make it straight in the pocket, like if he gets close but barely misses it. Caught a little thick and just left it on.
Got a little thick and sold out to 1.
Yeah, that 9 ball still needs some work.
Yeah, getting to his 3 ball needs a little work too. He might catch that 7 too thick. If he catches the 7, it could be thick. But he's coming back.
Yeah, I think he's gonna hit the rail and then with a lot of spin.
There you go.
Yeah, nicely done. So yeah, if the 6 does pass his 7, what would we do with the 9?
Punt, pass, or kick? Well, that's Tyler's going to figure that out soon. He
I'm
might
just
put,
wondering, he might have to play for the bank on the 9,
might put the cue ball right where it is right now and
Or
bank the 9 and hold it.
or the combination on the 10 if he can get straight. It all depends, mostly depends on how he gets on the 7 as well.
Yes, I agree. It looks like the 6 goes by the 7. It's close. Yeah, it looks like it does. So he's probably going to get good on the 7 and do what he wants to do.
One reel, back up for the 6 ball. I think he's gonna try and get to be straight on the 6.
I think if he gets really good on the 9-10 combo, that might be what I choose to shoot instead of the bank to the side. And he's going to have a little trouble getting good on the...
Yeah, this is the shot.
This is the defining moment of this rack.
Well, he might still be able to play low left and get to the other side to bank the 9. Oh, he's looking at going to the short side of the 9 ball.
You know what else he has here that I think I see, especially with his stroke, is the 3 rails around come right at the 10 with the cue ball. That's kind of crazy because if he goes by, he's hooked.
Yeah, I think I like the low left.
Twice across. Or for the bank.
For the bank. No, he's playing. Oh, he's playing the safety behind the 10. He's taking no risks. I mean, I like it. If he's not sure of getting the cue ball back to the other side of the table, then play the safety. Sure.
So he's going to roll and lodge the cue ball between the rail and the 10. Making sure to get a rail.
Yeah, could not have been any better.
That's called jail. He's got a 2-rail escape up here to the left of your screen, and then head rail, side rail, and over to the 9. So basically he has to bring that cue ball just to the right of the first diamond, coming in towards it. Missed.
Oh, he hit that good. Just
Well,
yeah, just I was gonna say a little bit unlucky. Of course, he should have hit it a little bit thicker, but considering going 3 rails length of the table, yeah. Still, he's left a long shot.
and the way he hit it, if that ball ends up on the rail up on top, he had a safety. But it came off and it's got to where it is.
3 rails? No, short side.
Oh. That was actually a rather bright play on the 9 ball to play the safety, play position and get for the
Yeah.
Yeah, it was rather bright on Tyler's part.
So this 10 ball to take the lead again. the second set. Yeah, Tyler Styer.
A well-deserved round of applause.
Well, the thing I just really like about what he did there is he knew there was a way to run out. He knew that he could have been to the 9 in the top left corner or the bank. But the moment he started doubting if he could really get there, he chose the simple option.
And
Like most of the time when people make that plan, then they still try to continue that plan even though it's not really there anymore. And he changed it right on the spot. That's what I like here.
Yeah, you said something very true. A lot of times people make that plan and then they don't deviate, even though there's a better plan after the fact that they didn't get what they needed to get.
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very well said.
He at that spot he chose probably the best decision because the positional play was really tough. So let's see another of his big breaks here. Of course, this is the moment where there's going to be some pressure coming into him.
Yeah, you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. He's got to make sure he keeps Gorst off the table.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right. Sometimes, oh, it looks like it's going to be open.
Oh, and that
one
3-ball
sets
pushed that
up.
one right in front of the side.
And one ball sets up.
Yeah, it comes in the break comes in patches too. Sometimes 3-4 breaks in a row, it really gets going, and then sometimes the 2 breaks after, you don't catch that gear anymore.
And you know, and that has to be attributed to the hand rack. And that's the reason for the hand rack. So not everything is predictable. Not sure if that 2-ball goes by the 9.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it 2-ball goes by the 9, then the layout is not too crazy. But in this case, he looked like he was doubting something. Yeah, he's only got half the pocket, and
It's an awful thin. Yeah, it's
wants
an
to
awful
stay
small
away
ball.
from that orange 5-ball. Now, I do not think the 8-ball does go. Maybe in the bottom left corner. Do you think it might be an idea to cut the 4 and slowly bump the 10, as the 5 is in front of the side pocket?
I like it, but then would he risk getting behind the 10? Possibly. If he hits the wrong side of it, he could get behind the 8 or the 10.
Yeah, well, maybe play it the way to where if you run into the 10 on the left side, you're okay, and if you completely miss the 10, you're still good.
Well, here's his moment of truth.
He's got the angle for it. Maybe like a 2-way, like if you don't hit the 10, then you're still gonna end up with a shot, something like that.
And he's got plenty of distance to use just a little bit of speed to move it.
No, he stayed away. So that means the 8 must go.
By the 9 or
Well,
the 10.
Or the bottom left, yeah.
I don't think it goes by the 9. Must go by the 10.
Yeah, must go. I mean, otherwise this would be a great opportunity for him to do something.
All he would have had to do there is just nibble it.
Yep. Stop shot here, leaves him a nice angle on the 7. Yeah, the A-ball does go here. Great view, great camera work.
Not much to say when this man's at work. He's got just the right angle to come over for the sake, to go by the 10. Perfect.
Yeah, could not have been better.
No, perfect.
If there was any doubt of if the 8 had a full pocket or not, then he's gonna show us right here, because with this position, he will show us that it was possible. Yeah. So it's gonna level the score 1 each.
And keep in mind, this is stage 2, final 16. In the first stage, if they were tied after 2 sets, it went to a shootout. And here they go to a third and deciding set. But if they're tied at 3 games, it then goes to a shootout. But if you win the set outright, gin. You move on, and your opponent goes home. It is single elimination in the final 16. That young man right there, looking to move ahead here in this tournament. He's got quite a hill to climb. He's got the first step, but there could be 2 more that he might have to succeed in. If he wins this set, he's home free. If he loses this set, a third one comes into play. Break is dry. The 1 is open. Not sure if it goes in the side or not. Looks like it does. Balls were still rolling when I got that view, though. It does. 2 ball seems to be, I'm not sure if it goes, oh, I think it goes by the 90s. Fine.
He might play for the 2 in the side here.
Yeah, it was blocked on both, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, yeah, it looks like it. So now stay under the 7.
And there's his lovely wife,
Margaret Styer.
Styer. Rooting on the hubby. And she's in the tournament, the women's tournament.
I was just gonna say, let's see
how she's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So far, Tyler has been flawless.
Yeah, Margaret in the winners qualification round. Soon to play Amber Chen, Chiahua Chen.
That'll be a good match.
Tonight at 7:30 p.m. they will play all the winners qualification match. So if you fans are wanting to see her play or other players, the likes of Alison Fisher, Kelly Fisher, Wei Tzu Chen, Amber Chen, Christina Tekarch, then make sure you go to Kazoom.com. It is pay-per-view, but we promise you can see any table live right now.
Just won't have commentary except for this one.
But that might be a good thing, right?
It could be. Some of the times the way we get slammed in the chat. Maybe they'd be better off going to Kazoom.
So zigzag here, long rail, long rail. Is he gonna hold the cue ball? No, he held it.
Yeah.
Playing the short side of the 7.
Slow roll this.
This is key shot here. If he, the only thing that could really be annoying on this 7 ball if he gets perfectly straight and on the rail.
Yeah.
That's to where, like, if that happens, then things could get a little awkward. But
Yeah,
I think he's got an okay angle to at least stay off the rail.
I think so. Yeah, see, he's in great shape here.
Yeah, his cue ball work this match has been very good. His break has been going quite well, and
If he puts the cue ball in the area where it is now, he's got the A ball easily for the side, and then the 2 balls in front of the corner pockets.
yeah, he's gonna take the lead again.
Tyler's looking really strong here. Very strong.
Well, also, nowadays everybody knows that they have to show up like this to beat Federer. That's the reality. So, yeah, Federer always will have a target on his back, to where other people, they can think, well, in this case, let's just be the underdog.
Not just that, you know, a lot of times being the underdog, it takes some pressure off your back.
Yeah.
And you just seem to show up against the better players.
Yeah, that's why I said the only thing that could hold him back a little bit now is because there is some bright light at the end of the tunnel. You know, like
fear of winning.
yeah, almost. Yeah, no, that's because most of the time when you're an underdog, the beginning, like you're starting so super well, and then you start to realize that you start to play well, and then you know, like, oh, I only need 2 games. Come on, like, go on, get there, and that's to where they start to break down most of the time.
And that's kind of like if you ever read The Inner Game of Tennis. You start thinking, the mind gets in the way, and the muscles change.
Yep.
Here's a good case of David and Goliath, a 767 Fargo versus an 838 Fargo, if you want to look at numbers. But if you want to look at breaks, take a look at that one.
Yeah, this is it. Like, this is really.
6 ball. Is it going to ruin the party? No.
It might have helped the party. He brought some extras.
He brought more beer.
Yeah. Unless he was gonna cut that 2 ball, but that did look quite steep to me.
I don't know. I could see him cutting this ball. But
No,
he's
I
got a
think-
nice roll up on the 6.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't see him doing that. Take away the jump cue. That's the main thing. Take away that jump, because we know how well Federer jumps.
And I think he's taken away the jump, and now the kick, and he kicks real good too.
And well, but nowadays I'd rather have people kicking than jumping all the time, because they control it so well.
Especially on U-Cloth.
Yep.
And he's got a big pocket in the side. The 9 ball makes that pocket just a little bigger. I saw where on Windows Open, are you familiar with those guys, Joey Ryan and Molina Mike?
Yeah.
They had a survey on who would take Federer or Filler against the field. 2 guys against the 64-player field. A lot of guys were betting the field.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just because there's other guys that can play good enough to beat them in one match.
Yeah.
So they're a little bit outnumbered.
And all those guys that have that capability are in the final 16.
Yeah.
There hasn't been any really big upsets here.
Yep. So after this match at 7:30, we will have the quarterfinals as well. So that's something to look out for. I'm not sure what match will be there.
Wow, that's quite something to look forward to.
Oh, and he caught a little roll here. Tyler. That was not, I'm not sure if he was trying to play this. We have a little replay. He was trying to get behind the 8, I think. But it worked out. 2-rail kick here. Can he get underneath the 3 to kick and stick, or? Oh, it's awful tight. Oh, he's played that well. He's played that very well. Just, yeah, he knows that he's leaked it just that little bit, but then still.
Has he left enough to put the 3 ball behind the 10, 6, or 7? Oh, can you see the right side of it? You can see the right side, the cue ball's coming there.
No, he's cutting the 3 to the short rail. Maybe get the cue ball behind the 4. No.
It's kind of what I thought. Get the 3 ball behind those 3 balls, one of them, and the cue ball to the top. And he's ended up against the rail, which is nice.
I think he's got there completely, but might be just to where if Tyler cuts the 3, he might cut it towards the 9, so there's not much value in slicing this 3 ball.
Could see it. Oh, he wanted to get underneath that 10. He wanted to get underneath that 10, but you know, I think he did all he could to hit it. It was awfully thin.
You have to play the safe behind the 9 here, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Especially from this angle, there's a scratch.
I think he'll freeze it up against the 9.
Oh.
Oh, it slipped out.
Yeah, he underhit that and.
Oh no! Just watch his stroke. If they give us a replay on this, just watch his stroke. He pulls up. See? The way that dipped at the end? But
I mean, object ball save first. I mean, it's okay, but.
Going behind the 4. Got him. Good shot by Tyler. Tyler's been doing everything he can to keep that young man off the jump cue and kicking balls.
I think the first one is the main thing here, because, I mean, I've played Federer a couple times, and it's just so impressive to see how much control he has. He doesn't have to be making the shot jumping. No, he can like resave you playing jump shots and stuff. Like he's very control using the jump cue. Distance.
Nothing offensive.
No.
He's got to find another. I like kind of banking that ball straight up and the cue ball going across behind the 10. Oh, he doesn't have the angle for that. Never mind. Sorry. There it goes. This is kind of what I had in mind. Whoa.
So there is a opportunity here for Federer.
I like how he played that. That's what I saw, and then all of a sudden I saw it from a different angle. It's one of the first open looks he's had. Tough shot for the side. Will he play the corner?
Well, I don't think the corner goes. So if
no,
he
the
doesn't
5%.
like the side, he might roll up behind the 8.
And oh, he leaked that one out too.
Oh, well, this is very not Federer-like.
Not very Federer-esque. Federer-like. Gotten this in, I believe. Whoa, he could have. He would have liked to come up a little higher than that.
I was
off the
thinking
rail.
running into the 6 or the 7. He might not have a shot here on the 5.
I think he does. It's awfully, awfully thin. I'm not sure if he can. And he's undecided still.
So distance and yeah, great shot there. This is some very good controlled safety play. Not leaving the kick over the short rail and making sure there's no jump shot with having the 5 ball behind the 6.
Two rail kick. Hits it. Yeah. He's left a shot, but it's not an easy one.
Yeah, make it and cross over for the 6.
It's natural, but he's got to make it.
It's not in. What has he left Federer? Has he left him a bank or left the cut?
He's left the window that hits the bottom side of the 5, it looks like. Might be able to see more than that, I'm not sure. I can't tell by looking at this monitor.
Yeah, might have the bank. Or the cut. If he has the cut, you go for the cut. Nope.
Well,
Oh, look at the cue ball as well. What a shot. Perfect bank shot, including perfect position.
Federer gets to brush off some cobwebs. It's been a while since he's been able to run some balls.
Well, and everything could change here as well. Momentum could really shift over as Tyler did get the opportunity to get himself on the hill in this set. At 3-1 or 2 each with some momentum going. It's very dangerous for this young man.
And Anytime Federer steps to the table, it can be dangerous. But Tyler's showing himself to be dangerous himself so far this set. And some of the others.
Well, they're giving a good match for the crowd we have here. All the local people that came out here.
And he's the hometown favorite.
Yeah, if you're from around this area, this event is for free to come and watch, so get over here. I'll promise you will not regret it.
Come on in and watch. It'll cost you just as much as the live stream for this match. Breaking from the side. Watch that one ball to the side pocket. Kissed out.
Oh, well, the 8 dropped. No.
Whoa.
That's actually fortunate for him to not have the 8 drop in this case.
Well, let's take a look. Does he have a jump shot? Yeah, there's nothing really that he could do, so.
Yeah, here's
I
the 8
agree.
ball, just
Yeah.
on the edge of the pocket. Kind of helped Federer out not to drop. Yeah, where do you push to here? Quite the challenge. He might have to push a little bit away from the 7 and then jump into the 1 and call the 8. Something aggressive. I don't see. I'll leave the short rail. See Styer looking at cutting the 1 into the 4, then going 1 rail behind the 9. That's difficult though with where the 2 ball is. I'm not sure if I take this. I think it's quite tough. Is he playing the other way around? Getting the cue ball all the way to the bottom left corner?
I think he might try to get over to the behind the 6. Over there. Yeah, that was close.
Well, it's not fully covered, but I think it's good enough though. Like to where if he cuts the 1 ball real thin, he might still run into that 5. So
Yeah, you can see the side. You can see the edge. But can you get by the 5? Yeah, you should be able to. Go right between the 4 5 and leave the 1 ball up against the 2. Oh no, he went behind both of them, trying to get behind both of them. And I think he's elevated better.
is it go time?
Go time for this shot? The bank at the 8?
I mean, it doesn't look like he's queuing over the 3.
No, he's not.
And the
Actually,
bank looks
I think so.
straight to me.
I think so. I think he goes for this 8. Not sure if he called it.
Oh, I did see him whisper something. So
Oh, he's
no,
playing
yeah, it's
still
called the 6 ball then.
playing.
Oh, he's called the 6 just in case. He's playing a little bit less aggressive, maybe because he's not feeling so well. He's been struggling a bit here and there, Federer. Which doesn't say much because it could be over in 1 rack. Like he could start to play phenomenal.
Yeah, as far as struggling, he had 2 safeties leak out, really. But and that actually for Federer is struggling because he doesn't have any safeties leak out. Hardly. Well, it's open. What did you say a little bit ago? Is it go time?
Well, it is now. Well, did that 3 ball get pushed?
That 3 ball looks like it doesn't go by the 7.
Then it might not be go time. For me. depending on how he ends up on the 2.
He's asked to have cue ball cleaned. Oh, I thought.
Okay, so then from here, I'll have to find out how to open up 3-7, especially with where the 5 ball is. That's tough to do.
Well, angle to get to the 3 ball and stop it right on top of the 7. I'm not sure if it goes by the 7 for the corner.
Yeah, indeed. I don't think if he can hold the cue ball well, the object ball, the 3 ball, well enough. If he wants to tie the cue ball with the 7, so he might play this soft and go off the rail back behind the 7.
And it leaked out again.
Oh, this is a huge chance for Tyler Styer.
Four ball has all the pockets open except where the 5 is.
Okay, players, if you need a referee, please raise your stick and the referee will come to you.
Yep, it's got nice on the 4.
And the referee will come to you. Thank you.
These 5 balls for a 3-1 lead.
Doesn't want to get straight. Straight would be a little bit annoying as of how far the 9 is off the rail. I think he's okay. I think he can still pound the cue ball off the rail, but yeah, it looks better from this angle.
Yeah, he likes where he's at.
Yeah, so Tyler Styer on his way to get on the hill. Double hill.
And then with his big break, that last game, Gorst may not come out of his chair.
Double hill, and I think Federer is in trouble here. Some uncharacteristic. This is uncharacteristic. I can't get out of my words anymore. Never mind. It's Federer unlike to miss that safety, and it's unlike that he's missed that safety earlier. Like he's had 2 roll-ups where he usually gets pretty good save. Uncharacteristic.
Uncharacteristic. There
Yeah,
we go.
that's what I meant. Whew. Or at least with how much he's been playing one pocket, I would have expected him to have the roll-up in the end, and also earlier he had a different roll-up where he completely left the ball open, which is something you don't really get often from Federer.
Well, you know, to run down this match, the very first set, Federer opened up. I mean, Tyler opened up with a dry break, and Federer ran out. But then Federer didn't see the table again, except for I think maybe a kick, and Tyler broke and ran 2 racks, beat him 4 games in a row.
Well, no ball.
This is just what the doctor ordered for Federer.
Just getting on the 4 ball maybe. Everything is wide open.
Well, 4 balls in the middle of the table, but and it goes into 3 balls on the right side for the 4. So
He's
I
got quite straight on the 2 ball though.
I think once he gets on the 6, it's over.
Nice shot, and yeah, if he can get straight on the 4, I don't even think that 6 ball is going to be a challenge, because then he draws back a little bit, has a nice angle on the 5. He's got a very good layout here to be able to survive this set though.
Does he have the angle ahead down?
I think he does. Now, he might stop the cue ball just next to the 8 and cut the 6 for the 7 in the side. Because if he goes down to the short rail and he gets straight on the 6, then everything is awkward.
Yeah, he just stayed on top of the 7, just like you called. Well, if there's going to be a comeback, it's going to be right here. Still going. Now he's got quite a bit of an angle here. Does he go all the way around and shoot the A ball to the upper corner? Because I don't know if he can go around, you know, round that corner and stay on the left side or above the 8. Yeah, he's going to have to come all the way around because of the angle he just got here.
The other option I was thinking was going 3 rails short around the angles and take a more cut on the 8.
No, I
so
think,
it's like,
yeah. I think I would go all the way.
He's not going to hold the cue ball, that's for sure.
Yeah. No, he can't hold it. Not with that angle. But the line is nice to go all the way around for the 8.
Yeah, it's looking good. So on his way to make it hill here in the second set. Very important break coming up next if he runs this out.
Well, if there's going to be any trouble, it's going to be right here. And I doubt that there is. Hold on to your seats, folks. It ain't over yet.
Yeah, so hill. So it all comes down to this break. If he makes a ball on the break with position, then we might go to the deciding set. If it's a dry break and he leaves something for Tyler,
we might not go to a deciding set.
yeah. Very important break coming up.
The loser of this match will have to settle for $1,250. The winner will go on, of course, for up to a $17,000 first prize, $10,000 second, $5,000 third, and fifth through eighth would be $32.50 payday. But oh, excuse me, folks. I'm sorry. I read the wrong numbers. I read the women's payouts. The loser of this rack, well, not much more, $1,641. And then there's a $22,500 first place, a $13,125 second place, a $6,563 third place, and then third and fourth, of course, and then $32.81 fifth through eighth. I have both tables in front of me, and I just read the wrong one. Looking at too many papers.
Well,
less papers, more pool.
Well, this break came up dry. And look at that one ball. This could be over.
I don't think
over and out for Federer.
I don't think Federer's made a ball in the break.
Which is kind of strange because Tyler has been making a bunch of balls on the break.
He's broken. This is the fourth time he's broken the balls. I don't think he's made a ball on the break. I'm not sure. But I don't think so. I remember that one time he hung the 8 and he was lucky not to make it. And the
one in the beginning where he came up dry. Yeah.
Right.
So I think one rail for the 3 in the bottom corner.
Well, this is all in Tyler's hands now. There's nothing Federer can do unless Tyler lets him back to the table. I think he's coming straight back for the 4, for short rail shape on the 4. What do you think? Think he'll take that cut on the 4 from there? Because he's straight into the 3.
As long as you stay away from queuing over balls. I think if he drops his in, just soft or stunned up, just follow a little bit.
No, he's going to take the long shot and the angle.
Yeah, as long as you're not queuing over that 6 or 7, then he should be fine.
Drawing that back, he would have to be concerned with the corner pocket.
Yeah, and if he puts a nice swing on this 4 ball, there will be a lot of draw which slows the cue ball down anyways. And then if he nudges the 9, then he's still okay to be on the orange 5.
Big shot.
Oh, nudged it really thin though.
Did you see how big Federer's eyes got? Can we have a replay of that shot? Watch Federer's eyes here. You can see him looking at the ball go in, and his eyes just get like the size of silver dollars.
Yeah, 2 rails for the 6 in the side. It's looking good, but how is the pressure?
Heart's racing. Look at him breathing. He let out a pretty good sigh when I said that.
Yeah, big moment for him. Business end of the tournament. This is where money has been made.
I'd like to have a heart monitor on him right now. I think he's feeling as much pressure here as he feels in the Mosconi Cup.
Oh, does it look like it?
No, he looks the same as in the Mosconi.
Oh, he hit that great. Under pressure, that was not easy to do. Draw away from the 10. I think he's left himself okay angle on the 8.
Under pressure, those big shots are easier than the delicate shots. Now it's just a stop shot away from defeating Fedor Gorst and moving into the final 8. The perfect angle to just shoot this ball in and not worry about a thing.
So Tyler Styer, he advances to the last 8, beating Fedor Gorst in 2 straight sets. And we'll be back at 7:30 p.m. Wisconsin time with the last 8 in this men's division. And this was George Styer, myself, Tim de Ruiter. Thank you, George.
Thank you, folks. Thank you, Tim.
And
see you guys later.
Yeah, we'll see you later.